Hello everybody, Michael from Edible Landscaping here. I am standing next to the Anna Kiwi, also known as Ananas Nanya, a European variety, very productive. I bet there's 1,000 fruit on this guy right now. And what we do in the summer is we spur prune. Every 3 weeks we cut back so that your spurs have the fruit on them, and as you cut, every place you cut, there, every 3 weeks or so, you create these spurs. It's very important. If you don't want a gangly plant that's all over the place, this is what you do to get a lot of fruit. I'm going to show you some fruit. Oh, there we go. We got that. So that's how they hang on the cluster. And when they're soft right, that's when they're ready to eat. These we can pick and probably put on the table and they'll be ready to eat soon. Aha! I think, yeah. So here's some ripe ones right here. And they are very, very soft, as you can see. And you just pop them in your mouth. Skin and all, no fuzz. Yum-o. Thank you. Okay, so we are now at the 7449er. Came from Chico, California, probably in 1974. It was a seedling demonstration where they were trying to cross some plants, some different species of kiwi. Anyway, this is just one of those selections that we gathered way back when, and we find it to be really vigorous, very productive, and very reliable. And this is a cluster, look very much like the Anna. I think they ripen a bit earlier. I've got a ripe one right here. You can see it's kind of squishy and ready to go inside your tummy. 7449 or 49er. This is my prized Isai kiwi. Isai in Japan, I believe, means 1 year. And what the Isai does is it produces very early. So you can get a young plant from us, and pretty much in a year or so you'll start having some fruit. Alright, this little tiny kiwi is ripe. They're tiny, I think, because there's so many of them. And that's because we have a male right across the row here. And it gets pollinated by a male. Supposedly self-fertile, it usually doesn't need a male. So these are very tasty. When they're ripe, they taste almost like some orchid flower or something. The way that would smell, they kind of taste that way. They're just a beautiful, dainty taste. Thank you. This is the National Arboretum number 7, and that was in my days of fruit exploring. I found this on the R Street fence of the National Arboretum. It is no longer there. It's been since taken away, I guess. But again, another productive variety, very sweet. I think I have one. Oh, I saw one ripe. Shucks. Anyway, let me show you a fruit. There we go. And this is one of our larger fruits. This is called MSU. A guy named Dan Sorensen from Pennsylvania found this growing in Michigan State at the tennis courts, probably back in the 70s. We call it MSU because of Michigan State. And you can see how big they are, and beautiful and delicious. So we grow the fuzzy kiwi here at Edible Landscaping also. This is the Elmwood variety. It just ripens here in Zone 7B. We pick it very late. Large fruit, delicious, a good winter keeper. And we like this very much. The Sinichton also is a great fuzzy kiwi that we sell. It's 3 weeks earlier.